So I am back from Watches and Wonders 2024. I gotta say overall, I mean, we're gonna touch on all the brands, but what a good trip. I was so happy. We talked about it in one of our videos. After last year's, I was kind of dismayed, in a mood. Everyone keeps asking me what I feel about Watches and Wonders this year. So give me a few minutes, and I'm going to tell you what I feel about Watches and Wonders this year. The good, the bad, and the real ugly. I'm the exact opposite. I am rejuvenated. I am energized. Everything I saw was so good, so thoughtful. But most importantly, we have some stuff to talk about.
Yes, we do.
What was your interpretation of what you saw from Rolex?
Kind of a little lackluster from them this year, to be honest with you. Like the gold Sea Dweller, deep sea out of like left field.
I didn't even bother to review it.
I know, man. It's just like it was so random to me.
Yeah.
I do like the new Sky Dwellers with the Jubilee bracelet. Yep. That rose gold day date with that gray dial. Yeah. I mean, that was fantastic.
Absolutely lovely.
Like I didn't get to see it in person. Obviously, you did, but man, even the camera angles on that.
Well, and even then, it's always a little hollow because you're seeing it through the glass.
Right.
You are absolutely not alone in that opinion. A lot of people felt it was lackluster. I'm not one of them.
Well, you were there, so a little different.
And last year, I think one of my big problems was so many people were doing watches for the sake of doing them.
Yeah.
It just felt like as they felt they had to, it felt forced, it felt phoned in. The stuff we saw this year, although smaller and maybe more lackluster, is much more thoughtful.
Right.
That Platinum 1908 with the
that thing
fish scale dial, whatever you want to call it.
It looks great.
So
it looks great. Well, and the funny thing is, back to your point too, is like even in years past when they came out with the Power Ranger watches or the OPs that were all the different colors, everybody hated that. They tried something new. They tried something different.
They get beat down.
And then give it 6 months, and then they all go above retail for $6,000 watch. Yeah. Right. So it's like. To my lacklusterness of this one, it's like, watch, give it 6 months, and all those Diamond Daytonas that they came out with, and all those watches, that we're like, oh, whatever, they're going to be...
Those Diamond Daytonas were over the top, man.
And for the guys that like diamonds, get ready. Get your pocketbook ready. So,
hide your wallet.
Hide your wallet.
That was absolutely nuts. The turquoise is beautiful. I forget my pronunciation. The Evil Kiesel, the lightning dials.
Oh, that looks so cool.
Also, very, very happy to report the Celebration dial's still there.
Oh, yes.
I was so worried about that because if that thing was like a 1 year and done, forget about it. I will never be able to touch one. It's already going to be unobtainable. It's ridiculous. I love that watch. Lay it on me. What did I get right?
You got the Bruce Wayne right.
We're going to take full credit for that.
Yeah,
Watching us, they took notes and they did.
George is the inventor of that watch.
But now I have a weird decision to make.
Do you keep yours or do you get the new one?
And I kind of told like a lot of people, like, if they do that, it's game over. I'm getting rid of this and getting that one. I still love this though. I don't know. I need to get hands-on with it.
Correct, yeah.
Or find a Jubilee for this and just call it good.
And I love how they actually kept the green.
The green.
They kept the green on it, which I thought was such a great little nice touch that they had.
And that's what I loved about this one. This is that first gen 50th anniversary GMT Master 2 where it's a 50th anniversary, so you have that touch of green, but they didn't shout it at you.
Right.
It was just the hand and then just GMT Master 2's written in green on the dial. That's it.
That's it.
That's it. I like that.
Here's what you do. You keep that one on Oyster, you get the new one on Jubilee.
So they're totally different.
Yep. Completely different.
Yep. No conflict there at all.
Exactly.
What else from Rolex did we not talk about?
Trying to think.
Oh, Le Mans. Gone.
Oh, dude, yeah. So discontinuation of the white gold Le Mans, but then they brought out the yellow gold Le Mans.
The yellow gold Le Mans, yeah. Which, it was weird. Like last year, Le Mans wasn't anywhere under glass that I saw. I became aware of it later. We're talking about a 1 year and done.
Have you seen prices on them lately?
I haven't.
I looked last night.
Where'd it go to?
Every single one's above 300 right now.
What? Wow.
Every single one. For a while, I mean, when they first came out, they were like 285, then they kind of slowly dropped to like 220, 225.
Yeah.
Now they're back over 300, which I can see that keep going, taking off.
Go find one.
And I guarantee the yellow gold is going to be a one run and done as well. I can almost guarantee that. So,
but I mean, I still think, and I'll stick with that white gold might be the best thing Rolex has ever made.
Oh yeah,
I'm absolutely in love with that watch, and it is more expensive.
And I do like the white gold better than the yellow, just because it's more of a subtle flex, in my opinion. Because from across the room, it could look like just the standard black Daytona.
But that yellow is going to get real nostalgic to the old. To the old versions.
No, absolutely.
With that dial. We need to see it live. If you have one, please bring it in.
Yep.
Tudor was easy, man. That was a slam stunk, dude.
I mean, they had a lot of stuff right.
And another one I kind of willed into existence. For you OG fans of the channel, I misspoke. I don't know, a year and a half ago, and I called a Tudor Pepsi. I called it root beer or Coke or something like that. And they ripped me apart in the comments. So if you wait around long enough, you'll eventually be right.
Yep, and you're eventually right.
Well, now, but correct me. They're not calling it a Coke. What's the cute nickname for it?
Like Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper.
Because it's like an off-colored red or something. I haven't seen it in person, so you have to tell me.
The red is a little darker than maybe expected.
Okay.
It's not that though. It's the gilt bezel and dial. The touch of that gold in there. So nostalgic. So perfect. So well done. My only curiosity, got to get hands-on with it. It adds to the nostalgia factor, but 39. I don't know how that's going to wrist. You're bigger than I am, so it might be more me than you.
Correct.
Hopefully, we'll be able to get our hands on one relatively soon.
Yeah.
Be able to get that on. Thoughts on the gold piece?
My initial thought, and I think my thought even going forward, was let Big Brother do that. Let Rolex play in that field. Like, if you're going to spend $32,000 on a Tudor, you're just going to buy a Rolex instead, or something else in that category. Like when Tudor's such a great brand because of the price point that they're in, and they live and they thrive in that price point.
That's the point of the brand.
That's the whole point of the brand, right? That's the reason why Hans Wilsdorf created in the first place. Once you start getting into that high level, there's so many other options out there, right? It's almost like buying a high-end car sometimes, right? You're going to spend $125,000 on a C8 Corvette, and you're $50,000 away from a McLaren, right? So it's like, you know what I mean? It's one of those things where you're kind of playing above your field.
I think where the conversation might change a little bit is accessibility. I might be able to get that C8, but I can't get the McLaren yet because I don't have to spend. So this could be.
I was just about to say, that's your gateway to a Daytona.
That was my thought. I think I even said it in one of the videos when I was over there, because that was my first thought is, okay, if this is accessible and you like it, because I think that's something we don't preach enough. If you buy what you like, the secondary market will never matter, blah, blah, blah. But if you got $30K to drop, you really want that, this might be a good stepping stone.
Right, and we don't mean like just for a Daytona, because I can see the comment section already where they're like, why would you spend $32,000 to buy a $15,000 watch? It's only going to be worth $30,000. Yeah. What I mean by that, or what we mean by that, is basically you buy the $32,000 Tudor, and they also have a Rolex dealership. Now you just started that relationship. So now you can ask for...
You have spend with...
Exactly.
With
now you can ask whatever you want, basically. And I feel like that's what a lot of these retailers are going to start doing with that specific watch.
And what a wild little flex.
Right?
You know, to spend $30,000. I don't know. I guess history will tell. We'll talk about that next year in our recap.
Yeah, exactly. And see how right or wrong we were. Yeah.
It was just so good all the way around. They did some really good Team Alinghi stuff. They've kind of aligned themselves with this sailboat race team.
Oh, okay.
A little bit of Red Bull, a little bit of Team Alinghi, Pelagos Chrono. There's this whole
like
other...
the FXD line, basically?
Yeah, sort of, yeah. But it was in a different colorway.
What did you think about the new Black Bay Black Tudor?
Fabulous.
Yeah.
I'm a little torn on that one. My first thought was, that is just beautiful.
Right.
It wants to be a sub. You know,
it's basically their version of a modern Submariner.
But when we both have Black Bay Reds, correct. You know,
and I actually used to have the old Black Bay Black.
the first edition Black.
Which it's hard for me to look at the old one that I had, which I love so much, compared to the new one. Like, I love the new one. I think it's a great look, but I still love that original one. Yep.
And this one hit really good. And for me, it's that Jubilee-esque bracelet. Fabulous.
And they made it all monochrome too.
It looked really good. My first reaction was very, very, very positive. Again, kind of waiting to get hands-on with it.
And that one is 41, or is that 39 on that one?
I think it's 41.
Oh, it is 41.
Honestly, though, I don't know. In the comments, please let us know. 39 or 41. I actually don't know. Other than that, that's it for us. If you like this stuff, please like and subscribe. I just want to throw a quick in. It's my 20th wedding anniversary. I just want to say thank you to my wife for putting up with me for 20 years. I really, really do appreciate that. Please like and subscribe. If you're in Scottsdale, please stop in either here or at Fashion Square. And if you're fortunate enough to be up in Aspen, please say hi to Emery and Harry for us.